Well, here you see me driving around my new 2015 Nissan Versa. This is not the kind of car you buy for its horsepower. It's a 4-cylinder engine, the 1.6 liter, 109 horse. Not a lot of power in this car, but more likely, like myself, you purchased this car for its fuel economy. And it averages around 35 miles per gallon. But I find that we can do a lot better in the city, or around town, I should say, when we put the cruise control on. So I thought I'd do a little experiment. You can watch it as we go, where I will compare side by side, just driving it like I am right now under normal conditions, and then coming back and redriving the same route with cruise control. And in particular, I'm looking to see how well we can do with our miles per gallon when we're just driving in town around 35-40 miles an hour. And at points, when you go around a curve and you're in just coasting, you'll notice the MPG goes up to 99.9, or when you turn on the brakes, it'll go to 99.9. I don't feel that we learn a lot as far as what we're actually getting miles per gallon.
Harrison. Here we go.
Here we are. We're gonna make the turn onto the next road, and you'll see the comparison with the one on top being the second time around, where I'm gonna stick on cruise right now and see how we do. Right dead in the center, you see the 72.
Up to Harrison. Accelerating. Resume.
As you can see, it's not as straightforward, where the cruise is always out competing the driving normal, and sometimes depending on how well you're accelerating and having a coast. To me, I think what comes out best is when it's more consistent, and the best way to be consistent in the driving, especially if you're going down a road that is 35 posted speed limit is 35 or 40 miles an hour, and consistently stay on that with the cruise. You won't have to accelerate as much and coast as much, and then hopefully you'll be getting the best fuel economy. Now there's a point here where I'm just turning off the road and making a quick U-turn before I get back on it and start heading back in the other direction.
U-turn. Back on Harris.
And this is where I see that we're really doing well. by just hitting the accelerating up to about 20 miles an hour or so, and then hit the resume on the cruise and let it take it up at its own pace for the next 15 to 20, getting us up to about 40 miles an hour. Now in this experiment, I'm only going about a half mile to a mile. I think you really benefit from cruise control when you're doing it around town, here to the shopping center, and you got 4 or 5 miles, and you're able to do that with getting 2 or 3 of those miles in without having to stop. You can really benefit with the cruise control over just driving by yourself.
Turning on park. Accelerating. Resume. Slowing it down to 35.
Now this last little bit, I'm just making the last little stretch, barely even a half a mile stretch. Hardly makes a difference, I think, as far as whether you're driving cruise control or not. Maybe it does, but we're really not going far enough to tell. Well, thanks for watching.